Good morning, online students. Today's topic is object-oriented programming language. Can anyone tell me what is object-oriented programming? You know only the topic, you don't know the meaning. What is mean by object-oriented? Okay, before going to the object-oriented, there is a topic called as a procedural language and object-oriented. Can anyone tell me the difference between procedural and object-oriented? Or give me an example for the procedural oriented programming language and object oriented programming language. C. C is the procedural language, right? You're not about object oriented, only Java, only Python, only Java and Python, only C++. Ah, okay. Object oriented programming language means here in the program, in the Java program, we'll consider everything as an object. Okay. In a Java program, every variable, every methods, every block, every constructor will consider as an object. For that sake, we'll call it as an object-oriented programming language. Procedural programming language means in a group of data will contain so many functions. Okay, in functions only we will do the program. For that sake, we'll call it as a procedural oriented programming language. When I come to the part of the procedural oriented programming language, C is the procedural programming language, and Fortran is the procedural programming language, and Pascal is the procedural programming language. Okay. When I come to the object oriented programming language, there is a n number of object oriented programming languages like Java, Python, JavaScript, Ruby, C++, and so on. Okay, now. Okay. So Java in Java also object oriented programming language. Okay. What is mean by object? Yeah, what all real world entity? Yeah. Java is a real world entity. Okay. Java is a real world entity, but it should be physically existence. Okay. If anyone asks what is object, object is nothing but is a real world entity. What is meant by real world entity, sir Andre? See, object can consider anything. Okay. I can consider this marker as an object, this projector as an object, this laptop as an object, this system as an object, human being also object. Okay. What is meant by object? It's a real world entity which should be physically existence. Okay. Can I take a car as an example? Okay. Car is a physically existence. Okay. Can I take laptop as an example? Bag, marker, human being, etc. Okay. Now, I can take n number of examples. Okay. Object is nothing but it's a real world entity which is physically existence is called as an object. Okay. Okay. The next questions of the interviewer will be, is that Java is a 100% object oriented programming language? Your answer should be no. No, sir, Java is not an 100% object oriented programming language because we will be using some primitive data types like int, long, short, byte. For that sake, Java is not an object oriented programming language. That is the important questions. Okay. Then when I come to the object, the first point is object is a real world entity. It is physically existence. Okay. Objects has its own states and behavior. Objects has its own states and behavior. Okay. Now, See, if I take car as an example, for car it has its own states and behavior, right? Can you tell me the for car its states and behavior? This is I will consider as an states. This is I will consider as a behavior. Can you tell me the car states? Anyone? Think. I'm asking only the states. Name, brand, color, then brand, color, huh? Brand, color, cost. Okay. What about the behavior? Starting the car, stopping the car, shifting the gears, shifting the gears. See, I can take like this as a states and behavior. For if I take mobile also, what is the states and what is the behavior? If I take mobile, brand, cost, what its behavior? Video call, huh? On off. It comes on the states or behavior. Yeah, super. Now you understood, right? For object, it has its own states and behavior. In real term example, car has its own states and behavior. When I come to the Java programming part, object is considered as a any idea? When I come to the Java programming part, object is considered as a class class name. Okay. States is considered as a variable, or else we will call it as a for another for variable there is another name called as a local variable. Huh? Huh? Get yeah. Welcome. States as a variable. Variable is also called as a ಏನೋ ಬಾಯಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಓಕೆನಾ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ JDBC ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಬೂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ okay states is nothing but variable is also called as a data members oh shit ಮರ್ತೋಯ್ತು ಸರ್ okay behavior is also called it is also called as functions oh yeah member function. Hmm. Okay, now you understood, right? You got some idea about what is object. In Java programming language, we'll consider as a class name. For states, we'll consider as a variable or data member. For methods, for behavior, we'll consider as a method or function or data member function. Okay. Now, take the heading as an object. Anything which present in the real world. For online students, take heading as an object. Anything which present in the real world and physically existing can be termed as an object can be termed as an object. Anything which present in the real world and physically existing can be termed as a object. The properties of every object the properties of every object categorized into categorized into two types. The first point is states. Second point is behavior. The properties of every object is categorized into two types. The first type is states, second type is behavior. States are the properties is used to store. States are the properties. It is used to store some data. States are the properties. It is used to store some data. SOM is some, not SOM. Behavior are the properties to perform some task. Behavior are the properties to perform some task. If I take car as an example, here I'm performing some task, right, in behavior. The same thing in Java programming. Okay. Now you understand about the object, right? What is object? Can you tell me? Object is the everyone should speak. You have a mouth, right? Then tell me the answer. Okay. Object has its own states and behavior. Okay. Okay. What is class? There is a bookworm answer. If you Google also, Google will tell what is class means. Blueprint. What is about blueprint? What is the blueprint? See, if I want to construct a home, we need a blueprint, right? To implement the what are the rooms we need, what are the structures we need. The same thing in the Java. If you want to implement the objects, I need a class. Okay. For that sake only we'll tell as a Java class is a blueprint. Okay. If you want to implement any objects or data members, we have to make use of a blueprint. Okay. And Java is also called as a platform. So sorry, class is also called as a platform. It contains what class contains? You have done so many programs in basic, right? Inside the class, what it contains? Huh? Yeah, variable and methods. See, there is a class, right? There is a class in class body. So many variables, so many methods are contained. Okay. The third point is Java class is and also called as logical entity. Okay. If I want to create the class, how to create the class? How to create the class? See, you have done so many programs, right? How to create the class? Be louder. Yeah, by using the class name called a keyword. By using the keyword called as a class. Okay. What is meant by last guy keyword? What is keyword? To create the class, we need a class keyword. Okay. What is meant by keyword? Last guy, last. Don't know. What is keyword? What is keyword? What is key setup? What is keyword? Online class students, what is keyword? What is keyword? Yeah, it is a reserved word, right? Or a predefined words. Okay. there is a syntax for creating the class, right? First, we have to use the class keyword, then class name. Which naming convention this is? Any idea? Huh? Yeah, I will let you know after some days about the naming convention also. Class name. Inside the class, I can use variables, then methods, only variables and methods, only variables and methods, block and construct. Okay, this is the syntax for to create the class. What is class? Anyone answer me? What is class? It is a blueprint of the, or else we call as a instance of a object, अथवा copy of the object. Okay, what is meant by class? It is an instance of a object. It contains blueprint. Class is also called as a blueprint. Then it is also called as a platform. It contains variables and method. Okay, and class is also called as a logical entity. To create the class, we need a keyword called as a class keyword. This is the syntax for to create the class. Now take the heading as a class. The first point is class is a blueprint of an object. The first point is class is an blueprint of an object. The second point, it is a platform. It is a platform to store the states and behavior of an object. It is a platform to store the states and behavior of an object. It is a platform to store states and behaviors of an object. The third point is class has to be declared using class keyword. Class has to be declared using class keyword. And there is another major point, the last point. Class can also act as a data type. Class can also act as a data type. See, from now onwards, for online or for offline students, both of you, I'm telling, don't miss single sessions. Okay. From today onwards, connectivity will be there. Okay. Today it's full on class object creation. Tomorrow methods, then scanner classes, default value, method overloading, method overriding, polymorphism. It will be one topic to another topic. It will be like connecting. Okay. For that sake only, I'm telling, don't miss a single session from today onwards. You know. Now, before going to the object creation, what is meant by static variable, non-static Can anyone give an example for static variable and non-static variable? See how to declare the variable. See, I'm declaring like int x is equals to 10, right? Here also I'm declaring int x is equals to 10. See, before a variable, if I use any static keyword, then this variable it is called as a static variable. Okay, this variable is called as a non-static variable. Sir, you told before the variable, if you use static means static variable. If I am not using means non-static variable. Okay, then what is the mean by static, sir? What is the mean by static? General meaning. What is mean by static? Static is constant, right? It is a fixed, okay? Static is nothing but it is a constant, it is fixed. If I take an example called as a pi value, what is mean by pi value? What is the value of pi value? 3.114, right? It is fixed, right? For that sake only, in Java also, if any variable, if I use the static as a keyword, then this variable is a fixed variable. Okay, we'll see deep information about static or non-static on Wednesday or Thursday session. Okay, now uh, I need one session for static and non-static for complete information. Now you keep in mind static keyword. Without using static keyword, it will be a non-static. Okay, understood? Okay. What is mean by object? It is a blueprint of an it's a real world entity. It has its own states and behavior. In Java programming, as a states as considered as a data members with behavior considered as a method. What is class? To declare the class, we have to make use of class keyword. On class in a class body, we can contain variable, methods, blocks, and okay. See, now we'll talk about object creation. Okay. Object creation, it is also called as instantiation. Okay. This is a technical word. These are the technical word we'll be using in the IT field. Our developers will be using instantiation. Object creation is also called as an instantiation. It is stored in the where the object will be stored. It is stored in the memory. In which area? Heap area. So if you want to create the object, there is an operator called which operator? Which operator? Which operator? Assignment. Assignment to will use. Apart from the assignment, there is an operator called as a new operator. New is not a keyword. Who told new is a keyword? It acts as a keyword, but new is an operator. Okay. In Java, new is an operator, but it acts as a keyword. how class will act as a data type? No, the same thing new will do like this. Okay. Object will be stored in the memory. Then object is stored in the which area? Heap area. And we have to make use of new operator. Can I create multiple objects in a single class? Can I create multiple objects in single class? Okay. The multiple objects also possible in the Java. Oh. Now tell me the syntax for the object creation. See, follow this rule while you do on the programming. Everyone will okay. First we'll discuss about the syntax. First we have what is meant by this equals to okay. After this, I have to make use of new operator. Then class name by using circle parenthesis. Okay. What about you? Data type. Object. Object. Object reference name. Object reference. Here. Class name. Okay. This is the syntax for the object creation. Okay. The class name, object reference name equals to new operator, class name, circle parenthesis, semicolon. Okay. Now I take the real-time example. If I take class as a car, okay, under the main method, I'm creating an object. Okay. So what is the first step I should do? New operator. Then what is the class name here? What is the class name here? Car, right? Then I should give reference. Reference I can give any like C1, C2, or C3. I can give anything. It's our wish. Okay. Then again the class name. Now you understood, right? How to create the object. Huh? Okay. Any doubts in this? You have any doubts in this? We will work on some practical problems also today. Any doubts, guys? For online class students, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in chat box. Okay. Static variable initialized outside the method and inside the class. Yeah. Correct, Dhanashekhar. We'll let you know more about static and non-static on once I completed the method topic, scanner class topic. I'll start with static and non-static block. You need notes, right? Okay, take the first point. Object is a copy. Under the object creation, the first point, object is a copy or instance of a class. Object is a copy or instance of a class. Okay. I missed another point here. See, when you're creating an object, the variable should be static or non-static? Huh? Both. Non-static, right? Okay. The second point is in order to store or in order to store or load non-static properties in order to store or load the non-static properties within the memory within the memory we need to create an object we need to create an object object or created. The next point is object or created inside a memory location called object or created inside a memory location called heap area. New operator, the next point, new operator is responsible for new operator is responsible for creating an object creating an object initially ಅಥವಾ internally creating an object internally. Then you write this syntax, this example. Okay. The next point, any number of objects, any number of objects can be created for a class, can be created for a class. Oh, oh. Now observe the board. Now I will write one example, like one program. First, I will explain how it is working. Then I will explain how Java will understand that program. Okay, listen carefully. What is the first step? Class is a keyword. Then I'm taking the class name as a what is these two flower bracket is called as scope of the class. Okay. Then thing should be always enclosed with then which name I can take. Suggest some name. Okay. Can you tell me which variable I am using here? A static or non-static? Why it is non-static? Because I'm not using any static keywords, so for that sake I'm using non-static. Then next point is if you want to create an object, I should use a non-static variable. Okay. Then what is the next step? What is the next step? What is the next step, guys? Okay. Yeah. See, in a class, I created two non-static variables. Okay. Then I create the main method. Now I should create the object. Now tell me the procedure. How to create the object? Hey, be louder, yeah. Be interactive. What is the first step? New operator. Now I created one object, okay, for this class. Aita? Class name, object reference name, new operator, again class name with circle parenthesis. What is this class name with circle parenthesis? Any idea? Yeah, correct. It is called as a constructor, okay. I will let you know when I come to the constructor part, okay. Now listen, if I want to access ID and data, I have to make use of object reference variable S1 the using use object reference variable and dot operator and here variable name ID. Okay, understood. Then if I want the output as a name, what I should do here? S1 dot name. If I run the program, I will get 1, 2, 3 and Raj. Okay, na? Anybody knows how it will be storing, how Java will understand? Huh? Can anyone explain me? Like generally, sit there only and explain. Huh? Yeah, tell me. Sir, you told what is object, what is class in real world entity also. How Java will understand this program? See, when I listen very carefully, when I run this program, first procedure the Java will do, either you mention the main method or not. Okay, na? Okay, na? Okay, here I will take one printing statement like SOP start. Here I will take one printing statement like SOP end. Okay, na? See, the first step, Java will check either he mentioned the main method or not. Next, he will check the flower brackets of the main method. Okay. Next, Java will print start as an output. Okay. Java will print start as an output. Then, a first, what is the first procedure to create an object? New, right? See, in memory area, if I put a new operator in a program, it will automatically create a memory space in the memory location. Okay. Java will automatically will create the memory location when I put the new operator. Okay. In new operator, I'm initializing the class name, right? In new operator, here I'm giving a constructor name as a student, and here also I'm giving a student. This is only reference, that's it. Okay. Then controller comes directly to the class name. Okay. The controller directly comes to the class name. It will check the int ID, name, and ID will be stored here as a 1, 2, 3, and name will be stored as a Raju. Okay. For this object, Java will take a random reference number like 0, 0, 0 or 1, 1, 1 or 2, 2, 2, anything. Okay. This is a object reference number. Okay. Now, understanding or bit confusing? Okay. Then when I store the ID and Raju, what is the next step? Then controller goes to system.out.println. Here I am mentioning with reference name s1.id, then id got will be printed, then controller comes here, name will got printed. Understood? Understood? Everybody. Okay. This is how Java will understand this program and you will get the output like this. Any doubts in object creation? Okay. Everyone install the Eclipse IDE. If you are not installed, kindly open your laptop. I will teach how it will install the Eclipse IDE. From today onwards, we'll start doing the programs on Eclipse. Okay. Everyone open your laptop. Once again, tell me about the new operator. See, when you create a new operator, the Java will automatically created a memory location like like a box type. Okay. Oh, here I missed another point. You already know, right? This memory location present in the which area? Heap area. Heap area is presented in huh? Heap area is presented in JVM memory location, right? Heap area is presented in JVM memory location. Yeah, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. See, when you created the new operator, Java will automatically create this space with random object reference number. Then ID name will be stored in the memory. Okay, object always stored in the heap area inside the JVM memory location. Yeah, tell me. Huh? Doubt. See, to run uh, to run the Java program in Visual Studio, what are the steps? File name should be created and compilation and running the program. But in Eclipse IDE, why we use IDE? Any idea? Oh, why we use IDE? I'm not asking the full form of IDE. Set of programs runs in what is the main use? See, what is the main use for using the IDEs? What is the full form of IDE? Integrated Development Environment. Okay. What is the main purpose of IDE means? If you want to create like a major projects or big projects, you have to make use of IDE. Okay. Visual Studio is also an IDE. Okay. Visual Studio is IDE, Eclipse is IDE, NetBeans is IDE. Okay. If you want to build a project, we have to make use of IDs. Okay, now see in Eclipse to create a Java folder, first we have to create the project name. Okay, how to create the project name? Go your file, new Java project. Okay, The first step is file new Java project. Here I'm giving a project name called as a oops. Okay, then click finish. Okay, once you created the project name, click this arrow key. You're getting SRC right here. SRC. Under SRC, otherwise go for SRC, right click new package. Okay, the first step is you have to create the project name. Okay, the next step is under SRC, you are creating the under SRC, you are creating the package. Okay, see, the package name should be always a reverse order of the company website. Okay, now example, uh, Amazon.com, right? You have to give com.amazon, com.flipkart, okay, com.google. This is how the company standards will be maintaining the packaging name, packaging. Okay, we'll maintain same thing only. We'll give like com dot we stand for you. Okay, after creating the package, again right click on this package. Okay, now new class. Okay, it is showing like see class interface enum. You have to create the now class name. I'm giving a as a student. Okay. See, now it's showing the package name we stand for you and class name as a student. Okay. See, this is the project. Under the project, I've created the package. Under the package, I've created the class. So these are the steps you have to follow to create a Java file in the Eclipse. Okay, now you try that program and show me the output. Those who installed the Eclipse IDE, before I wrote the program, right? Student ID, public static main method, creating an object. Are you guys are trying the listening? Okay. Before I wrote the one program, right? Student main method. Can I write and execute and show me the output? Online class students execute that last program and show me the output. Okay, int id is a static or non-static? I will take int age, okay? Int age is equals to 20. Then string, string name is equals to string name is equals to dinga, manga, mangi, konga, pongi, koti, penga, pengi. Okay. What is the next step? Main method, right? Uh, okay. Now I'm giving output as a start. Here, what is the first step to create the object? Is equals to new. Again, student. What is the class reference? I will give S1, okay? How to access the non-static variable in public static void main? Using the object reference, using dot operator, then variable name. Okay. S1 dot name. Okay. This program is accessing non-static variable in same class. Okay, no? Any doubts for online class students? Okay. Now you understood, right? Access how to access the non-static variable. Guys, listen here. Now you understood accessing the non-static variable in the same classes. Okay. Now I will give one task for you. Listen carefully. First, you have to create a employee class. Okay. Separate class. Okay. In employee class, you have to create employee ID, employee name. Okay. Then you have to create a separate class for the main method. Okay. In that class, you have to initialize the main method and you have to access the employee ID, employee name into the main method class. Did you understood my question? Or else I need to repeat once again. See, here I am doing accessing the variables in the same classes, right? Now you have to try accessing with the different classes. Mean, first you have to create the employee classes. Okay, in employee classes, you have to create employee ID, employee name. Okay, then finish. Then you create another class. give a main method for class name as a main. Okay. And in that class, you have to create the main method. Okay. Main method object creation, and you have to call the non-static variables into this class and execute and show me the output. Is it possible in Java? You have to tell me. Now I am accessing the non-static variable in same classes. You have to try accessing the non-static variable in two different classes. Is it possible in Java or not? Execute and show me the output. Online class students, did you understand my question? Now, how to create the employee class? Can everybody tell me? Hello, boys. We stand for package, right click. Boys, listen here. Okay, now I remove the public as a access specifier. Int age is equals to 25. Hey, interact, yeah, boys. What you're doing there? Hello, interact. What is the next step? It enclosed with the double quotes. Okay. See, again, I am creating the another class as a class name. Main. Okay. In this class, I am creating the main method. Okay. What is the main method in Java? Okay. Here I have to create the employee class object. How to create the employee class object? Last red color t-shirt. Last boy. Can you stand up and tell me how to create the employee class object in the main class? Stand up, please. Hey, tell me. What is the first step? What is the first step, guys? Only that girl is presented in the class. Hello, I'm asking you only. Are you only two girls are presenting in this class? Everybody speak, yeah, interact. Now I am giving a printing statement. Even dot. Hmm? Age or ID? Both are. I put it in double quotes, right? You should remove this. E1 or E na? Then you are telling E1. Okay. Control is run the program. See, it's showing 25 RAM. I can access non-static variable using two different classes also. This program name is non-static, accessing non-static variable in two different classes. Hmm. If I access non-static variable in two different classes also. Either I can create a separate class, otherwise class employee is done, right? After this, you can write like this also. What you have written, right? Class main public static void main. Okay. See, when you're writing two different classes, make sure you have to run always the main method class only. Where you have mentioned the main method, you have to run that class only. Understood? Huh? Okay. While you're creating the main in the same class, okay, the class name what you have given for the main method, you have to give the file name as a same only. Then only the program will be running. Okay. I taught you to write in two different classes, right? Okay. Now you are taken class employee in the same class. What's your job is take class main, public static void main, and access these properties in the using object creation and show me the output. Did you understood my question? No, no. You have to listen, right? What you have done, no. The same thing I'm telling, that's it. See, here I have taken two different classes. employee only separate classes, main only separate classes. Okay. What your job is, class employee out done. You have to write class main, public static void main, object creation, output, and show me the output. Okay. But in that case, what you are giving the main method class name? No, the class name and file name should be always same. Okay. You try that one. We'll end up this session. Tomorrow, the morning session, the 10 minutes will be on default value. Then I will jump into complete methods. Okay. Methods, types, with parameters, without parameters, with arguments, without arguments. Huh? Any doubts for online class students?